Hey guys, Waifugate here bringing you an update to the Autobomber MF guide. The majority of this update will cover how I transitioned this build from a softcore glass cannon to being a hardcore viable build. Now, don't get too excited. So far I've only pushed this thing to T3 burial chambers. If you were expecting a T10 or above map farmer, this isn't the best choice for hardcore. I've been able to push the life to this build to about 5k, and I'd like to have more along the lines of 6 or 7k for T10 maps with this type of build. Good news is that, besides Escha's Mirror, the build is pretty cheap. Some of the gems can be a little pricey, but we'll go into those details in a bit. If you're unfamiliar with this build, you can feel free to check out the first video on this build where I go over some of the mechanics. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. As far as MF characters go, this build doesn't find a lot of room for quantity. Right now I have 33% increased item quantity and a little bit of rarity from Bisco's Leash when I get Rampage stacks. I don't think I can squeeze any more MF onto the build without sacrificing HP and clear speed. So mainly what I want to go over here are the changes to my skill tree and the slight difference in skill gems, since they're the only things I really altered from the softcore variant. Here, you'll see that we spec'd down here for Ballistic Mastery, and we spec'd up here for Throat Seeker. This is the softcore tree. In hardcore, we instead opt out of Throat Seeker and into the Evasion Life Wheel here and here, instead of going down here to Ballistic Mastery. We also cut 2 points from Precision from the softcore tree. Concerning the skill gems, I haven't really changed much from the softcore variant. Instead of going with the 6 link, I have a 5 link because I can't quite afford the 6 link. I don't want to sell my doctor cards for it. So instead of having increased AoE here, I have nothing. The 5 link. I think I have a portal gem in the 6th link here. Shield charge is the other one that changed. So here we go, shield charge 4 to 5, faster attacks, increased crit strikes. In softcore, I went with additional accuracy because of my gloves. So your gloves pretty much dictate what your shield charge is going to have socketed. So since I have additional accuracy here, I don't need it in my shield charge. But if you take a look at my softcore version, shield charge, additional accuracy. So the reason why this happened is because I have frenzy charge on kill, not additional accuracy. And so what this changes is what I have socketed for my light poacher. So I have an extra clear on my light poacher for fork instead of ice bite. In hardcore, we're running ice bite there. We're GMP, faster proj, and ice bite. So whatever your gloves have, you have to make up for it in your gem links, basically. You have to figure out you need frenzy charges from somewhere, whether that's ice bite or your gloves. And that's pretty much it. That's the only thing that's really changed for these skills. Also in softcore, I was running, where is it? Okay, well, I'll just tell you. I was running Cast on Death Portal. And here I'm not doing that. I think I might have changed the links to not run Cast on Death Portal, actually. Which is nice. Anyway, so other than that, it's just utility, like what you want to have. Vol Haste, increased duration, Lightning Golem, Flame Dash, whatever you want. These are pretty flexible. I'll be linking down below my paste bin for both softcore and hardcore, so you can see the differences in my skill setup, the skill tree, everything. And the only other things that vary greatly are my jewels. So in softcore here, I've got a lot of good jewels, good triple property jewels. You'll see them here, and you can watch. You can look through the paste bin to, you know, see the critical strike chance, all of this stuff, all of my jewel rolls basically. Same thing with hardcore. In hardcore, I was more focused about getting my reses capped and just getting flat life. So these rules aren't very good for damage. And I have pure talent instead of the crit watcher's eye. You know, you gotta do what you can with your budget, right? And other than that, I have a spine fused talisman here instead of a shaper amulet on softcore. A shaper amulet here. This is roughly what I have in softcore. So, and then same thing here, assassin's mark, diamond ring, and then in softcore it's like a ruby ring or something, topaz ring for reses, and that's what I was mainly concerned about. But yeah, you'll be able to see all of the gear. You know, Bisco's leash over the headhunter. You got to do what you have, you know, with your situation. You got to work with your budget. So yeah, I think I'll continue pushing for the doctor cards. Right now I am at 5 out of 8 at about 1200 maps in for T3 burial chambers. So far I've been Alkin going on all my maps, no sextants, no vols, no chisels, just very minimal investment. I re-roll reflect and beyond currently because I'm not very confident in taking out Host or single target big daddies basically. The build just lacks a lot of the crit. Without the crit watchers, I am just not comfortable with it. I think if I were more comfortable in hardcore, I would try to do beyond, but for now, I'm just playing it safe. So if you guys have any questions regarding the build, mechanic-wise, I go over most of that in my first guide for the build, which I'll link in the description below. This was more of an update, so I didn't really want to delve into too many of the details on the mechanics behind this build. This is more of an update guide for gem links, for the skill tree, how I transitioned it into hardcore. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to post a comment down below or catch me on Twitch. I stream just about every day. The link to my Twitch will also be down below. And thank you guys for tuning in and listening to my update.